This is Madre Omega, aka Alicia Smiley, and I'm always bringing that truth. Y'all know how I do. So this is going to be the conversation that I had with my ex-husband. This is also evidence. And before you guys even get into my comment section, like, you need to get us to the police, you need to get us to police. The police already have everything that's in my phone, so don't worry about it. They already have it, okay? So you don't need to worry. I'm just bringing this information to the public because some of this stuff is really incriminating. It's going to help you all to see where I'm coming from. It's going to help you all to see what's really going on in my situation and why I am the way that I am with these people that claim that they love me so much and they claim that they're trying to help me so much. And as you will see, this preacher actually did respond, and he does actually incriminate himself in this message. So we're going to go down these text messages as well. And we're going to post these online as well to just give extra added evidence to what it is that I'm saying here, okay? So I want you guys to keep in mind that when I'm texting him, this is where it starts, Monday, July 26, 2021, because I do not talk to him. So this conversation would have happened after he tried to pop up at my house last year in that 100-year-old house, and his new wife, his third wife, wanted to fight me, who would be the first wife, and there was a wife in between who she should be trying to fight and not me. So let's get into these messages. I want y'all to keep in mind that I was already highly upset, and I am going to read everything that I said and how I said it because I don't take nothing back. I do bring that truth, and I'm not trying to hide anything from anyone. I mean, everything that I said, you guys are going to get a firsthand look onto the spiritual warfare forefront, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. It says, you be trying to hold on to me by holding on to my daughters and my mother. You ain't learned yet. My spirits are stronger than yours. You'll meet death herself because you're still trying to hold on to me. About to remarry, but still can't let Eddi go over 10 years later. And keep in mind, Eddi is one of the names that these people have given me. I done had like 15 different names in just this lifetime, okay? I say, pitiful, bro. You done had 4 or 5 females since me. Maybe more, but you can't leave my daughters alone. I got that tattoo of your name removed, and since then, you have no power over me. I will do a whole nother video explaining why you do not get people's names tattooed on you. That's another video. Let's keep going. All right. The angel of death spoke herself. Only a fool comes between a mother and her children. You'll see the judge for this. I'll be there with fingers of accusations, me and my sons, and you'll pay. You don't want to let me go fully, and that's okay. Your grip will be your demise, because my spirits will dig your grave and take the breath out of your body. It's not me holding on. I don't associate with you or anything you do. You want to try and hold on to my children. You have no rights to, but not the ones, let's open this up, but not the ones you made. You'll die behind my daughters. Okay? Bayla, I'm not trying to hold on to you for nothing under no circumstances. The girls love and respect me as their father, and I said I will be there for them as such. And I am just like I was and would be for all my children. I never said to the girl to ever disrespect, but build a bridge between. Let's open that up. Y'all, as a matter of fact, I have encouraged them to love and respect you because you are their mother, which is a lie. Me and my daughters did not have any problems between us before he came into the picture whatsoever. Okay, so let's go ahead. I said, just watch, and you'll be stupid for dying over children that are not yours. Yeah, you are. And I asked you to stop coming around my family, and you still are trying to be a father to my twins when I'm about to get married. Now, I wasn't about to get married, but I was just saying that so he would like get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't need you to play daddy, but you still want to play. I'll kill you over my kids, and I mean that, okay? And you will be out of line because those are not your children. You'll die over something that has nothing to do with you, but you steady want to hold on to. You are not they fucking daddy. We was married 3 years. It's been over 10 years we've been divorced. You are holding on. You shouldn't wish death upon no one. That thing might turn around on you. Not that I wanted to. I said, you had 2 other family since me. Move the fuck on. They are not your kids. You are not they daddy. I'm not wishing death. I walk with death. And I sit on a council in the high courts of the underworld. Keep going around my children and I will send the angel to your doorstep. I am willing to die over children that I birthed. Are you willing to die over children that are not yours? I'll die for mine. But will you die for for children that are not yours. I'm justified in my actions. Are you? I am not afraid of death. I've beat it so many times. We've joined forces, motherfucker. Okay? Keep doing what you're doing. You're going to have a battle on your hands and you're not going to make it. I'm going to tell you one last time to stay away from my children. Then I'm going to bounty hunt your fucking soul. Call Jesus. You're going to need backup, bitch, because once I dispatch Santissima, it's over for you. Last fucking chance to completely leave my family alone. We've been divorced over 10 years and you have remarried twice. Them aren't your kids. You're not busy with my 18-year-old girls unless you're trying to fuck with them. Stay away from them. Okay? You'll be fucking murdered. And I mean that because, like, why are you around my grown-ass kids like this, okay? Now, screenshot that shit. Your new wife will need it as evidence as to why you was killed fucking with somebody else's family and children after they repeatedly asked you not to. Test the fucking waters, Arthur. See if I'm weak as you think I am. You're gonna fucking die. Ain't no wishing in death, promising. This is what I'm saying to him, okay? You wanted to fuck with me. Keep it up. It's already backfiring. I'm ready. I've had all these years to prepare to fight you over mine. This battle, you ain't gonna win. Your sons don't even fuck with you. They're gonna speak up for their mama. Further justification for me. You wanted to fight, we gonna fight. He said, no, you're gonna fight with yourself. But I want y'all honest opinion in the comment section. I'm just asking him to leave my family alone because he has a whole nother family. And he said, no, you're going to fight with yourself. No, I'm going to fight with you because you're not leaving my daughters alone, okay? I said, oh, no, I'm not, bitch. I'm going to fight you. You're the one still over here 10 years later holding on. Keep that grip so I can cut your fucking hands off. And he said, LOL, he thinks this is funny. He wants to joke about this. Remember, this isn't me fucking with you. I've asked you to leave my daughters alone. You refused. You want this. Laugh now, cry later, bitch. And he says, okay. I said, it's going down. Please laugh. I want you to think this is a joke and keep moving like you move and I'm going to catch your ass slipping. Go ahead and laugh because I'll be laughing last. When they do get you, your soul will be enslaved immediately by my demons and you will be my runner for all of eternity. Watch, bitch. Watch because I'm not playing with this nigga, okay? I want you to think it's a game because it is. You got to let this anger go, Bayla. Now, this is classic narcissist right here. I'm just asking him to leave me alone. I'm asking him to leave my children alone. And he's like, you got to let that anger go, Bayla. I'm only angry because you won't leave me alone. So let's keep going. Okay? And you won't leave my children alone. I said, I would have been able to do that, but you wouldn't let my family go. So I'm telling him I would be able to let my anger go, but you will not let my family go. But since you still around 10 years later, I'll let it go when your soul has been enslaved. I'm not angry though. I'm rested and ready to battle. You already lost this war, my nigga. That's why you holding on for dear life to my children, because that's how you feel you can still be a part of my life. I cut you out of every area, but you're holding on tight to my kids because you really want to hold on to me. You've been playing daddy longer than we was even married. We was married 3 years and you've been trying to be their daddy over 10 years. Fucking weird ass lame. It's okay. My new husband will fucking shoot you because I already know. I don't know exactly who he is or whatever, but I know the energy of him and he ain't finna play no games with you. Okay? So come on over and step on my husband's toes with our family that you're trying to make yourself a part of, and I'll take his gun and I'll shoot you myself. Okay? He said, LOL, girl, I'm not worried about nobody shooting me or anything of that nature. You are no threat to me. Trust me when I say I die, it will because the Lord Jesus allowed it. So not because you feel that you and your satanic power is superior. Now, am I being satanic here? Y'all can tell me if y'all feel like I'm being satanic. I'm just trying to protect my family. I'm trying to protect my children. I said, let's fight and see who power is superior, bitch. Let's fight over my kids. Let's see who gonna be standing. Let's see. You wanted this. I'm here to give it to you. You didn't want to leave me alone. You wanted to keep hold of my girls. You still trying to get a hold of my twins, bitch. You will die over this. The only way you won't is if you leave my family alone. If you don't, then you're saying to me you want me to you want me to put a bounty out on your fucking head spiritually, not physically. Okay? I said you never did anything to me but hurt and lie on me. I would feel no way about your death, bitch. No feeling, numb. I care nothing about you. So you can decide if you want to keep this fight up by continuing to force yourself into my family and walk into your death, or you can start a new life and live your life, period. There it is. Let's go. Let's keep going. If you come near my children and my family, then you want the smoke, and I'm definitely going to give it to you. Whatever you want to do is what I'm going to rock with. If you step foot near my daughters and I'm there, I'm going to shoot you and wait for the police to come. Please fucking try me. This is 10 years of provoking me unto wrath. I'm fucking ready for you. Jesus gave me the know-how and the power. So Jesus has already given me the okay to kill your stupid ass. The kingdom suffers violence, my guy. Okay? While you're calling me evil, your higher self is a fucking reptile lizard looking thing covered in this fake ass jewelry. That's why your skin is fucked up. You're a reptile. You a goddamn lizard in your raw original form. I see right past your physical flesh. You are a fucking reptile. If I can see, you know I can see. If I can see you, then I know you can see me, the high priestess and the queen of the fucking swords. I and my girl, Santissima, with the scythe. Fuck with me, okay? So y'all can read that on your own. I know I a little messed up right there on that one, but whatever. I called him a goddamn reptilian. I said, mask off, bitch. I see you. You have zero control over me. He says, I don't want any. I said, they're going to get you. You can't run from this. If you didn't want any, you would have moved on by now. He said, LOL, from what? I said, from anything that has to do with me. And then he goes, laughing my butt off. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay. All right. I said, you won't leave the girls because you want to hurt me. Let's keep it real. You didn't have a relationship with my daughters until we were already divorced. It is your way to hold on to me. You have no reason to want to hold on other than for spiritual reasons, but I'm stronger than you. He said, oh, okay. I said, ain't no reason Leah should have a problem with me. And that's the wife that I showed y'all that I exposed. I said, ain't no reason why she should have a problem with me if I have not been fucking with you for years before she had even came along. You want us to fight. And then this is the preacher. He says, she's going to get you because the shit you said about our daughter. And know that because she told you that personally. Now, I told y'all what I said about his daughter, which was I didn't give a fuck about them having a daughter because you left me with 2 sons to raise on my own. I don't give a fuck about none of the kids you have. And after my sons, I don't care. Okay? I said our relationship was years apart and you had a whole baby. Why would I beef with Leah? Why would I beef with this other wife? Leah ain't finna do shit to me. Stop there. And he's like, this is the preacher. He's like, okay, we'll see. Okay? I said, you had her hating me before that. You want us to fight. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. But why you keep dragging these babies into it? Now, y'all tell me from the conversation that we're having, am I dragging kids into this? Or is it that he will not leave my children alone? Because if all he did was leave my kids alone, there would be no kids to be dragged into the situation after I'm asking you to leave my life after you've divorced me. So I'm not dragging kids into this. You holding on to my children is what drags our children into the situation. Well, my children into the situation. And I'll be like, I told him, I'll be running from you. What the fuck? That was at 4:44 p.m. I'll be running from you. What the fuck? I don't want shit to do with anything you have to do with. Leave me alone. You won't leave me alone is what I'm saying. He says, you wish I was bothering you. I said, I don't ask you for shit. I don't call you for nothing. Our son's got hair on his balls, nigga. He damn near grown. We don't need you. We never fucking call you. He says, not what they tell me when they call. I'll be sitting right here when they call you. He says, that I do know. I said, you ain't done shit for these boys. And he says, well, whose fault is that? You tell me whose fault it is. I want the public to tell me who fault it is because you don't have to deal with your baby mama to pay child support. You do not have to deal with your baby mama to go to the courts and get visitation. You do not have to deal with me at all when it comes to your children if you really want to be a part of their life. But he's basically saying he don't do shit for the kids because it's my fault. Okay? And I tell him, it's your fault because you left. There it is right there. It's your fault because you left. Neither has you got my boys looking homeless. He says, neither has you got my boys looking homeless. I would leave you again if I could. So he's telling me that I have his children looking homeless, but he's never done anything for his children. He has not bought them shoes, socks, drawers, clothes, got him a haircut, nothing. Okay? And then he tells me, I would leave you again if I could. So this is very important. If you all are dealing with a narcissist situation, this is very important right here because remember, this man has divorced me. He remarried, divorced that girl, and then he got with this other girl, right? So he's still harping on our relationship, telling me if I could hurt you again, I would do it. If I could leave you again, I would do it. Okay? And I said, well, what clothes have you bought them since you're saying that I have them looking homeless? What clothes have you bought them? His answer is, you're trifling as hell. I said, you won't even leave me alone. He said, when they were here, I bought them what they needed. I said, You would leave me again, but you never left. Lies. He says, you're hella funny. I said, where's the receipts? I need records. So when I'm asking for receipts, I'm asking for the receipts where he says when they were here, and when he says here, he means in Atlanta. When they were here, I bought them what they needed. I'm asking him for the receipts. And he says, the boys will see, just as the girls did, on why we are not together and why I cannot have a relationship with them. But trust me, that will change soon. I never stopped this man from having a relationship with it. But that goes to show you right here that he actually went to my children, my daughters, to try to implant things in their head to tell them why we're not together. After he's remarried 3 times after me. In 2021, he went to my daughters and told them, well, we ain't together because because it's your mama fault, your mama fault, your mama fault. I don't know why anybody who's over somebody would go back and do this. But this is what he said, okay? I said, I'm funny because I don't want anything to do with you and don't call you and don't ask you for anything. We've been divorced 10 years and I've asked you to leave my family alone. He says, I'll see you in court like I said. And I responded, and I'm crazy for that? Please, yes. Because what I want, that's what I want because you've already lost. You're going to be so embarrassed. And he says, you're saying all this and you, the one that find our Facebook page and post. So how about you leave me the fuck alone, sweetheart? Nothing left to say, so enjoy your day. So when he was talking about, I found his Facebook post, the post that I found was the post that I explained to you guys of their wedding picture when it was just my mother, my kidnapper mother, my 2 daughters, him, and the new wife, the 3rd wife. But it was my family. But the only difference that was in the family was that the bride in the picture was this new crazy bitch, the one that I busted out on the other video with the murder plot. So it was my family. So I did go and find his Facebook post with that picture on it with my children in there and then comment on the post because those were not his sons. It was my daughters that are not his daughters in the picture of the wedding that he just had in 2021. And we had been divorced since 2012. So of course I did go on to the post and say something. And that was the only contact that I had with this person in years because I felt like, why are you doing that? But anyways, let's keep going. Okay. I said, no, I'm saying this because you're being watched by the feds. And that's what I posted underneath their picture, in case you guys were wondering. He says, LOL, I hope they enjoy the show. This is what he's saying about the feds. I said, I don't give a fuck about you. It was over 10 years ago, but you won't let me go. They are, trust me. Let's be real. You're really mad because the girls came to the wedding despite your orders. Now, let me ask anybody that's got normal common sense. If you have been divorced for somebody and you didn't want to be bothered with this person for over 10 years or whatever, would you want your children to go to their wedding? A normal person would not. And I'm just going to be honest with you. A normal person would not. What does your wedding have to do with my children that are not your children? What does your wedding have to do with anything concerning me? It has nothing to do with concerning me, but you wanted my children to be there to upset me. That's the only reason why you would have my children that are not biologically your children in your new wedding in 2021 when we were divorced in 2012. But let's keep going, okay? I told him, I'm going to have as much mercy on you as you have had on me. No, I am not, and I don't care, and I don't care, okay, about them going to that wedding because they were grown and they made their own choice, but it did upset me a little bit because why are you doing that, okay? And he says, they told me, they told you, and you said that you were mad. Basically, he says, they told me, then they said you told them to enjoy, laughing my ass off. I don't know what the UOU means, you or whatever, right? So basically, he was like, you are mad that my daughters came to the wedding, and they told me about it. So this is him. This is proof that he is actually using my other kids to try to get at me. He wants them to call me and say, this person's getting married, and and then have my kids to call him back and say, well, she was mad about it, or she was this up. Give him the scoop on how I feel about what he's doing in his life, while he's trying to make it seem like I'm the one who's obsessed with him. Okay, so let's keep going. I said, I care about what you and my mother stole from me. He said, what did we steal? And I said, oh, I'm going to let them tell you. And I mean the law. And he says, so you really have nothing. He didn't say we didn't steal nothing. He said, oh, so you really have no evidence on what it is that we stole. And we do know that what they were trying to steal was my life and my inheritance. Okay. And I said, yeah, I have all. You really have nothing. He says, I have the love of my daughters, Trinity and Terry, the love of my wife, and all my children. Now, Trinity and Terricka are my children. They are not his twins. They are not his daughters. But this is how he's trying to manipulate me with narcissism. He's trying to say, I have more than what you have. I have your kids. I have their love. I have all my children and my new beautiful wife. But if you're so fucking happy, why? She got kids. This new beautiful wife, she has kids. And then also, this is something that I wanted to point out as well. She has children, and in that wedding photo that I described to you all, her children were not in that picture. The only children that were in that picture were only mine. Yeah, where were her kids at? Since you have all of your kids, and those are, your wife and your kids and all that shit. Where were her kids? Why did y'all need my kids for y'all wedding photo? I don't understand that. Why would y'all need my children for y'all wedding photo? But let's keep going. I said, what you have done unto the least of them. Finish the scripture, because he a preacher, he know the rest. And I said, them are not your kids. You can yourself, but watch what the law do. God is law, watch. He said, you have a good day. How are you trying to quote scripture and you don't even go with God? You're confused and you need help, but enjoy. And I said, watch, you better watch and pray. God saw all and the judgment is in. And then he says, call on Papa Legba. He didn't spell Legba right, but he says, call on Papa Legba and see if he finally helps you. Keep good out the foolishness. I said, let there be light. Okay, because I wanted God to bring light onto the situation. And he says, okay, stop texting me. It's no point to be made here. You're mad and you're going to be mad, and your last days, I'm going to be okay with that. Okay, I'm only upset because you won't leave me alone, but let's keep going. All right. I said, oh, I know you tried to kill me too, more than once. They know too. He says, you're letting your daughter smoke now. Who the bad parent? Laughing my ass off. Okay. I said, I don't have any kids that smoke, and all of my kids can be tested. I don't have any children that smoke. My kids don't even like when I smoke, but this is what he's saying. Okay. And he says, I said, you just be making shit up. I haven't talked to you in years. He says, I seen the video, honey, my proof for court. So let's play. Like I said, I will see you in court. I didn't say I got shot from you. Why you keep trying to include yourself? Okay. And I said, and your woman want to fight me like I'm in your everyday life, but I'm crazy. I'm not in his everyday life, so I'm not sure why she wants to fight me. And he says, good day, Eddi, Bela, or whoever you are today, or whoever you ate today, whatever. Okay. I said, where you fucking up is as that nobody is around me to take a video of anything. So y'all tribe, y'all already know I've been solo dolo on my journey for a very long time. So nobody has been around me or my children to take a video of my children smoking. But let's keep going. He says, laughing my ass off. You really slow. I swear, like I said, you will see. I said, your own web of lies is exactly what's going to get you caught up. He says, and I don't make threats. Laughing my ass off. It's you against all of us, honey. We're going to see. So this is him proving. Proving that my whole entire family was trying to murder me, trying to plot against me. This is the ex-husband telling me it is me, my wife, and your family all against you. This is what he's saying. It's you against all of us. We will see. This is the proof of the gang stalking. This is the proof of them trying to kill me. This is the proof that ain't my family. And this is the proof that he set his wife up to try to hurt or harm me. Okay? He says, have a blessed one. I won't respond anymore to any more texts from your crazy ass. And I'm telling him, send a video of my child smoking. Send me the video of my child smoking, because I don't let my kids around nobody. I know who I am. And he says, I'm not proving shit to you. You just watch. I'm not proving shit to you. Now, this is the preacher, okay? And I say, exactly. You won't be able to prove anything because it's all lies. All of that, all of it. You obsessed with me. That's why it's been 10 years later, 25 females later, 6 kids later, 2 wives later, and you will not leave me alone. That's super sad. Everybody I know, you still want to be around is what I'm telling him in this text message here. Everybody I know, you still want to be around. I don't fuck with you or anybody you know. You hold on to me. And he says, you wish I was. That's why you're mad. I had to calm down. You wish I was. That's why you're mad. Okay? Because I'm not. I said, this is for real sad. I really feel bad for you. All these women later is sick. You got a new family and that had 12 new families and still holding on to the first wife because that's why your current female hate me and we're not even together and we haven't been together for a long time. I said, they can see you still love me. And then he says, LOL, really? Sadly, no, my dear. I said, I don't even be around. I stay far away. Facts is facts. I don't think about you. That's how I grew stronger. I let you go. That's why you're still weak. You holding on to me. Okay? And he says, I say, I was over you the moment that I realized you did not love me, which was literally when he got that first girl pregnant. So before the third wife came around or anything, I had already realized that he didn't love me, so I was over it, okay? And I said, I don't want you no more after I watch you go through so many females, remarry, okay? It's not me, it's you. It's gotta be him, because why in the fuck have you been remarried so many times with all these different kids and all these different other motherfuckers, okay? And then he says, she woke up, yo, what do? I don't know what he's saying right there. She woke up, yo, what do I supposed to love about you? You can't cook, you don't work, you have no skills, your sex game whack as fuck, you're bad built, you got an extra large forehead, so what Patel am I in love with? Hell, you can't even hold a decent conversation. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to the shots that he was throwing at me, right? All right, he's saying I can't cook, but when we got divorced, and he remarried his second wife, he was asking me for my recipes to give to her. I did not give them out, okay? And then he says, you have no skills, but yet I use my skills every day to take care of the children that you do not provide for, okay? And then he says, your sex game is whack. Now, this is something really important that everybody needs to look at here. This is really, really important because we have not had sex in 13 years. But in 2021, on his mind, is my sex game, and he has a new wife. And even in the murder video, the murder plot video, right? Even in the murder plot video, his wife is sexualizing me. She's like, your titties are small. Your body is like this. Your body is like that. And I'm like, bitch, you ain't never even seen me naked, so how the fuck you know what my titties look like? But this is what she was saying to me. And he was still harping on my sex in 2021, and we had not had sex since motherfucking our youngest son. And that was a rape, but that's a whole nother story, okay? So I want y'all to understand that. And then he says that I cannot hold a decent conversation, but I literally make money talking for a living. And he was definitely projecting the energy of his current wife onto me. Because if you all go back to the murder plot video, you'll be able to see in the murder plot video, she didn't have an argument. And she just kept saying, you ugly, you ugly, you ugly, you ugly. That's all she could say. So I'm not the one who can't have a decent conversation here because I make a living having decent conversations. And he was projecting the energy of his wife onto me about not being able to hold a decent conversation, okay? And I said, if all of this is wrong with me, then you should want to get as far away from me and not want anything to do with me. And he said, that's why I don't deal with you. I deal with the children. You're dealing with the children because you still want to deal with me, and I won't deal with you, sir. Because both of your wives after me, the second wife and the third wife, they all had children before you married them, which means you have two different whole families in which you need to be tended to. You don't need to be messing with mine. But let's keep going, okay? I'm telling him again, those are not your children. They do not need you. I have a husband. All right. You do not have a relationship with them like this when we were married, because he did not have a relationship with my twins when we were married. And he says, LOL, apparently no one knows about this husband supposedly because husbands have, and oh yes, our daughters need a stable-minded person in their life. So this shows me right here with this text message right here that what he did was he paused for a second. He ran to the Karmic family to see, do she got a husband? She got a husband. 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 That's what he was going around. And then he came back like, wait a minute. Your mama don't know about it. Your sister don't know about it. Your daddy don't know about it. Your cousin don't know about it. Nobody knows about this husband. That's why he went that back. Oh, apparently nobody knows about this husband. The reason why they don't know about the husband situation or anybody that I fuck with is because I don't fuck with these people because you're still around. This is proof right here as to why I would not fuck with these people and I would not tell these people any of my business, because all he would do is just go around and say, let me go check right quick. And this text message right here is proof that he went to go check with family members to see if I had a husband and then come back to say, oh, well, don't nobody know about your husband, so it must not be true because nobody knows about it. But you shouldn't be so invested in me that you would even check, because if I'm that bad of a motherfucking person, why are you still here? But anyway, let's keep going. I said, what the fuck? For real? I said, you for real crazy. I didn't even know you when I was 19. You are the crazy one. And the reason why I said I didn't know him when I was 19 is because I had my children at 19. Okay? I said, you don't care about our sons. That shit is weird. Those aren't your kids. You want to about kids that are not really yours physically or legally, but I'm the crazy one. I did not have sex with you to have those children. You don't even fight with me over your biological sons like you fight for them. What the fuck? And if you guys are looking at this text messages, you guys can see that he is not fighting over his two sons that are biologically his by me. He is fighting over my twin daughters that are not biologically his. I want y'all to all pay attention to this. Let's keep going. All right. I said, you have no idea the amount of people that are going to stand behind me. You really finna look like a fool. You talk like you see me every day and you know me, but you have not been with me for over 10 years. You're going to eat these words. Ooh-wee, you know nothing about me. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm space. You have given all God needed to prepare a table before thy enemies. Oh yes, ooh-wee. Everything you did to me activated a different area of my inner God. It showed the power of the divine infinite all within me. God proved him or herself to me by turning it around for my good every single time. Every time I got stronger and stronger, I still love. I'm not bitter. I still trust. You did not break me. He who overcomes shall inherit the kingdom of heaven. I already won. You put me in a position to be an overcomer. Gratitude to you for that. Okay. And I said, it's time. And I hit him with the emojis or whatever. He said, girl, please get a life. Okay. And I told him, I gained my life because you tried to take it from me. Because of that, you will lose yours. And he says, great, now that you got that out the way, is there anything else? And I said, yes, by the power in me, I'm summoning Santa Muerte and all that. I'll let y'all see it, but I ain't going to read it. And he's mocking, LOL. What does the high courts of the other world want? Because now at this point, I'm summoning him to the high courts of the underworld while he's in the flesh because he keeps fucking playing with me. And I said, well, I guess you'll have to find out when you arrive. And he said, and when is my arrival date? He said, right now. Now, this was over a year ago before he got the HIV diagnosis. He thought it was funny. He said, oh, that's a bit of an inconvenience. I'm busy at the present moment. They should have left the notice at least 2 weeks in advance. I said, I don't have anything to do with that. I'm just the messenger. And he said, it's really going to be hard for me to die right now. I said, I also don't have anything to do with that. I'm just the messenger. Good day. And he says, but aren't you judge, jury, and executioner? And I just answered him, I am that I am. Good day. And then he says, okay. All right. So this is me reconfronting him again. Friday, August 13th, 2021. So this is me coming to him and confronting him about having sex with my mother. I said, so you fucked Marion and put my money in an overseas account. Now, for the tribe members that know me and that I've spoken to about what the FBI said to me, you know that this is some psychic shit right here with this overseas account shit right here. This is some psychic shit for real, because I really didn't have any proof of it. This is just what the spirit was telling me to say. All right, but I have solid proof evidence on paper right now today in 2023. All right, so let's keep going. And I said, so you fucked Marion and put my money in an overseas account? Nice. I said, oh, that nigga you was fucking gave you HIV AIDS if you're wondering why you sick. All y'all's black magic failed. And stop trying to figure out how you can get back with me. My nigga, y'all hired a hitman. Like I said, it's over. Like there's no way you're going to get back at me, okay? The people that you thought was going to turn against me turned against you. Don't use magic if it's not your birthright. It backfires. Come on now, Pastor. You're supposed to study thyself to show thyself approved. And I said, oh, Leah's pregnant. This was me being psychic again. And as y'all can see in the other video, I did prove that she actually was pregnant. Okay, so let's keep going. I said those curses bounced off of me and stuck to you, and you spread the demons during your orgies. Ain't no running from this. Your actions realigned your DNA from angelic to permanently demonic. Perfect example of what Jab calls, and I was talking about Reverend Jeff Johnson. We call him Brother Jab. And what Jab calls going too far and staying too long. You did not cover up the paper trail with those documents. Not at all. I said, you threw a gemstone God gave you as a wife away and traded it for fool's gold. And I'm a fucking millionaire. Y'all cannot hurt me no more. You're bad. Willis gonna beat your ass when you transition. So Willis, we know, is the angel of God's will. Okay? So he's over the wheels. So that's why I was telling him, like, Willis gonna get you as soon as you cross over, bitch, because he is, okay? He says, why haven't we haven't talked. Why did you go to such folly? So when he says we haven't talked, why did you go to such folly? Now he's saying he has not talked to my mother. Why am I accusing him of sleeping with her? But just previously in the text messages before, he was saying that it was his wife and my mother and all of them against me. And now all of a sudden when I say y'all fuck, y'all ain't talk now. And I'm talking folly. Okay? I said, I'm the high priestess. You know now. I always knew. Why did you go to such folly? Good question. I said, you even hired a hitman to kill your son, heartless. He said, are you serious with the lies? Now, Eddi, you're going too far with the stupid stuff, basically. I said, the feds are the ones that have the evidence. None of it came from me. You signed documents, sir. You went too far trying to steal my throne. He said, LOL, if that were true, I would have got picked up by now. Now, not necessarily, because the feds like to build a case and they like to make sure that you're not going to get out of it. I said, they come at Arthur. This shit going to be on CNN. He said, yeah, and you're going to be in a straitjacket. I wonder how he feels now that I found all this kidnapping information and all of this shit. I wonder how he feels now. But let's keep going. I said, you got judges and lawyers going down with you, you stupid. I said, you're not listening. The feds is the one who have the documents, not me. You didn't forge the documents right. It's not me coming. It's not even coming from me. They told me who I am. Exactly. They told me who I am. How do you think I know I'm not Miriam's daughter by birth? Y'all failed. How do you think I know all this stuff? If y'all didn't do this, I would have never found out about it. Your jealousy led me to discovering the throne that was mine from birth. If you would have kept the vow you made to me before God, the inheritance would have been yours through marriage. You wrote yourself out of the book. Okay, let's keep going. The spell is broken. Time is up. This is bigger than you now. This story and this web of lies will be on CNN. You won't be able to show your face outside of a jail cell. You will not make it far. You know what prisoners do to people who hurt for children? Boy, you in for it. God is not on your side. He is clearly showing you who he favors. It's not you. Okay? Oh, and cancel that magic you think you about to do to make me like you and clean up your mess, because it ain't gonna work. I'll never trust you, you devil. I'm sharing my money with my real husband. This is what I'm telling him. I'm gonna share my money with my real husband. Your sons will live as kings. You will live with what's left as a peasant for your actions. Bela, the multicolored coat, bitch. That's my story. Ashe. Your wife gonna get y'all locked up quicker. Look, ain't nobody got time for that. To race with you all day. If they lock me up, to go back me up, but I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Gulag, Vietnam, whatever the fuck he's saying, Vietnam, because I haven't done any crying, so therefore chill out. Ain't nobody bothering you. I said, your wife is bothering me. It's all over Facebook now, and she really makes y'all look bad. I sent mass messages to my people, and she didn't block me like she said she was, and she got it. I told her it was an accident. And she started to go in with that you ugly shit, okay? The more she attacks me through text helps my case. You might want to tell her to stop incriminating herself in the robbery and the setup to steal my inheritance and kill me. Now, that was the previous video that we did before, exposing the murder plot. If you guys want to check that out, okay? And he says, don't nobody want nothing from you. You don't have anything anyone wants, at least anybody I know. They won't anything from you. They won't want nothing from you is what he's trying to say, okay? I said I got an inheritance and y'all tried to steal it and then stole my identity. The black magic did not work. It backfired. It is still backfiring on y'all. He said, LOL, why would anyone want to steal your identity? They definitely stole it, y'all, because they kidnapped me and gave me a whole nother identity. Now, didn't they? Yes, they did. Let's keep going. Okay. I said, you don't got to admit it. The world already knows. God made it so you not only going to have to prove I'm crazy, you're also going to have to prove all these readers on the internet are crazy. Because y'all remember when this shit first came out, I said every reader is now telling my story. They're now telling the story of Alicia Smiley right now. Let's keep going. And I said, if you dealt with God, you wouldn't have done this. Tis, tis. And he says, if you have any sense at all, you will quit this silly campaign against me and my family. You will not prevail against God, Yeshua, for he is mightier and is stronger than any of your demonic spirits you can call from out of the ground. Now, from going through these text messages with me, tribe, y'all can let me know if y'all feel like I'm trying to have a silly campaign against his family or if he's trying to have a silly campaign against me, because he's the one who said it's us against you. I ain't say none of that shit. I was just asking you to leave me alone. But let's keep going. Okay? And I said, I put in so much work. You're going to have to convince about 8,000 people I'm crazy. But now it's probably even more. You're going to have to convince even more people that I'm crazy, okay? They will all speak of my good work, and that is true, okay? I said, I don't bother you, Arthur. I don't ask you for anything. You do realize that texts are proof, right? He says, for I have legions of angels on my side, standing with me, fighting for me, and you cannot block that 8,000 people stand. Know where a comparison to the Lord is on my side. I said, no, you don't. Okay, you shall see. I said, I already saw. The Most High came down just for this situation. You saw it too. You lose. And he says, do you know was saying that in reality, all Leah tried to do was help you. As a matter of fact, she went up against me to help you, and you could be so disrespectful. I said, the only spirits that are around you are the ones you sent to me. And Leah never tried to help me. I only met the girl 2 times out of my whole life. And he says, I feel sorry for you, and I hate the fact that you have put yourself in this position. I wish nothing but the grace of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ upon you, and the mercy of the Father to compass around you. Did he give you a stable and clear mind in which you can be thankful for? I said, so what are you saying? I said, no, hunky, but I meant honey. No, honey, I feel sorry for you and your soul. And he says, and those 2 times she was assisting you, she was doing for you, helping you out both times. And I said, no, she wasn't. One time you wanted us to meet. We did. The second time she came and gave us a bottle of water. And he says, your soul was when you took the guru and witchcraft over worship and love and God. So he's basically saying, because the spirits come and talk to me, which is by no choice of mine. I never summoned the spirit a day in my life. These spirits come to me and they talk to me. But he's basically saying that I took my soul was gone when I took guru and witchcraft and worshiped in love of God or whatever, okay? And I'm like, that's help. Who do witchcraft is what I'm asking him. He says, she took you to the store to get food for you and all. Remember that? What you did, you don't remember that? You do witchcraft is what he's saying. I said, she took us to the store one time to get a bottle of water. And if y'all go watch the murder plot video, that all will make sense. When all of the bills and everything didn't get paid, she didn't have to come and give us water. So we went to the store with her to get the water. She did not pay for the water. I paid for it myself. Okay, but let's keep going. I said, prove the witchcraft. That's all you got to do. She hate me like she know me. And the only time I've ever been around her. That's not normal. You thought I had nobody. This was the wrong fight for you to pick. And he says, you don't think about the things that you say to people when you told her F our child whom had not been born here, and you expect someone to have respect and care for someone that has disregard for people. I said, Arthur, I don't give a fuck about y'all child. I'm standing on that. I don't care. Okay. All I care about is my kids, which I should. Okay. And he says, girl, I could care less who you are. Hey, they are you. Hear what they can do, where they live, what day, about none of that makes me any. Never mind. I want you to have people. You meet friends giving deep capezo. I don't know what the fuck that means. Okay. You need it so you can move through this life with E. So I pray constantly that God, let's keep going, that God give to you because there is a need. This is what he's saying. All right. I said, so hold a grudge over words. Come on, Pastor. He says, I don't believe in holding a grudge of anything. I don't know nothing and I don't care. It doesn't matter me because I know you speak out of the side of your neck all of the time. So I don't hold grudges. I said, promoting her fighting, that's godly. Yes, you do want to let that girl fight over words spoken from 2 years ago. You never said God wants you to forgive. You never told her to let it go. You fueled it for years. She wants to fight like it's yesterday. I said, Pastor Moore. He said, and that's where you're wrong. I said, no, I'm not. You're the preacher. You're supposed to fix it, not fuel it. And he says, yes, you are. But you think you can just say into what you want and the repercussions to your actions, and people have feelings. And you never once told her sorry for saying that about our child. I have nothing against you. You never apologize. You just keep talking crazy. You keep saying what you want to say because at this woman, like you got that right. Now, this is the thing right here. So basically, he's trying to hold against me that I said I don't give a fuck about their child because I was left abandoned with 2 of his children already. And he's basically telling me in this text right here that I need to apologize to her or she's going to beat my ass because I will not say that I care about their child when he abandoned me with 2 of his own. So he's basically trying to come back 10 years later and make me bow down to his new wife. Why? 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 Why is the child that you have with her more important than the 2 children you have with me? And why would I bow down to that new child over my sons? It's just not happening, okay? And I said to him, and you're telling me this is how God moves. And he says, she did not call you. That's fence between you and her. Call the fence. So it was upon you to apologize, not her. So basically, he's telling me that I owe her an apology because she called me and told me she was pregnant and I told her I didn't give a fuck. So I owe this girl an apology. I need to apologize to this girl because I don't give a fuck about her baby because I have other children that I need to be giving a fuck about. Why would you even call me and tell me you pregnant? I don't give a shit. I still don't give a shit to this day. Okay? But anyways, let's keep going. And he says, all she needed was respect to you, were respect for the children and everything until you became disrespectful. She had not never one time disrespected the kids. Even after you were disrespectful to her, she was never on that time ignorant towards the kids. But on the other hand, you feel that you can. I have to find out where I was. But on the other hand, you feel that you can't put people's kids in your mouth and let words come out of your mouth about their children and respect them for them to be okay with it. And they're not going to be okay with that. Now, I have to show y'all something, right? You have not heard me disrespect this woman's kids not one motherfucking time in this whole fucking thing right here. You have not heard me disrespect this person's child at all. But if y'all go back on that murder plot video, she was talking about my kids, calling them dirty, ugly, telling them they look like bums, saying they was stupid, saying they couldn't read, saying all this other crazy shit about my kids. But I'm supposed to bow down to that energy. I want all of y'all to go back to the murder plot video. And this is who this is who the preacher feels like I need to bow down to her. Okay? So let's keep going. I said, I'm not sorry. I got 2 of your kids you never helped me with, and I'm supposed to be caring about the new kids you make. The fuck out of here with that shit. And he said, what's, I don't know what that says. What's, Kika. I helped you on numerous occasions with the kids and offer continual help. And whatever he's saying right here, I don't get it. Continue to help you with yous, not me. I said, I wasn't wrong for that. My sons is who I'm worried about, not the other kids you're out here making, okay? Nobody has helped me, not even you. And he says, and no one told you that you're supposed to care about any child outside of our sons, but you don't have the right to put them in your mouth and say whatever you feel you want to say is disrespectful, okay? Girl, you a bold-faced lie is what he's saying. Now, y'all tell me who y'all feel like is disrespecting who kids here. Y'all tell me with the murder plot video and how she was speaking of my kids and how I'm speaking of her children right now. Only thing I ever said about her child is I don't give a fuck about it. Fuck that situation. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck it. I don't care. Okay? And I said, nobody you know has helped me. And he said, another bold-faced lie. I said, you put my name in somebody's mouth. I'm somebody's child. Who helped me and when? What did they buy them? He said, meet your mother, brother, Jam on numerous occasions. I said, who are these people that helped me and what did they help me with? He said, even the school districts tried to help you, but you refused help from them. I said, you need documentation for that. You need proof. Lies. Okay. I called and asked you for help. Did you come to the school and help? I said, have you as a father been to any school meetings? Okay. And he says, yes. When they were in Georgia, I went. You were in Louisiana. They called me and thought you were in Nebraska. They called me and I thought so. Yes, I did help. I was not physically there, but I was there is what he's saying. I was not physically there, but I was there. I said, what physical action did you take to help me with these kids? Legally, it's only going to show that these kids have been with me. I did all the work and you're trying to act like I did nothing. I said, well, who the fuck else raised the boys? Because it wasn't you. I got all the proof. People at shelters and stuff helped me with these kids. It's all documented. These were white people standing by my side. They helped me. Okay? They are all ready to speak on my behalf as well. You really don't know me, but they do. And you didn't go to that member in GA. Remember, the school called me and told me that you didn't show up? That's documented too. I said, it's over, Arthur. You did all that lying on me, but never knew I had a team of people backing me. He said he never lied on me, y'all. He said he ain't never lying. I said, any lie you can think of will be backed up with solid evidence and documentation. That's why I only speak facts. That's why I don't come with nothing but solid documentation. And I said, if I was such a bad mother, you would have took your lies to the courts and rescued these kids from the crazy crackhead trifling mother. You would have went through the courts years ago with the lies you told. If they were true, these kids would have been gone. If all those things were true, why didn't you get your sons out of the situation instead of leaving them with the crackhead mother for 12 damn years? You told regular people and not the courts because the shit was not true. If it was, with all the shit you said, the state would have came quickly and removed them from me. How you leave your kids looking homeless with a crackhead who does magic? And you was aware of these things as their father. That's child neglect, okay? They will change. They will charge you with child neglect for letting them sit so long without reporting that. And I said, see how your lies are backfiring? Do you fucking see? He said, I did report it. I said, well, why they didn't take my kids if you reported all that shit, if it's true? He said, okay, Bayla, do what you feel is right, and I'll do what I feel, but the truth will prevail ultimately. It looked like the truth prevailing to me now, don't it, Arthur? Yes, it does. Let's keep going, okay? I said, well, why are they still with me? Why they didn't charge me with child neglect? And drug test me for crack or whatever the fuck you said I do? And he says, I said, you can't answer the question because you lied. He said, I never said you did crack, laughing my butt off. I said, your wife posted that shit on my page. I left it there because nobody believes her. They actually clowning her because they know me. You don't stick around to know me, because if you did, you would have. You wouldn't have played like this, okay? I'm sorry. I get a little hype, okay? You really fucked yourself with this one, really. And he says, I know of you now what I knew of you then, which is absolutely nothing. He said he knew of me now what he knew of me 13 years ago, which is absolutely nothing. We literally got married, we fucked, I got pregnant, and you was out the door within 3 months. The only reason why our marriage lasted for 3 years, my nigga, is because we didn't put the divorce papers in, but we were not together. You were already with another bitch. So you know of me then, what you knew of me, what you know of me, you know of me now, what you knew of me then, which is absolutely fucking nothing, because you weren't around long enough to know anything, okay? I said you didn't stick around long enough, okay? Because he was gone. Anyways, see, they only defending a part of you that you show them, just like I did when I first met you. But after I continually and constantly with you, they will see as well. There was no continue or constant anything with us because, nigga, you was gone as soon as you got me pregnant. But anyways, let's keep going. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? We got married, you got a job, and you started fucking Stacy, which was another female that he left. So what are you talking about, okay? I didn't get a chance to show you anything. And he said, and once again, you tell that lie backwards. You put me out, and then I did not go back. And when I did go back, you were still on the same bull crap. I did not start messing with Stacy until after you put me out. I told you to leave, so you cheat on our legal marriage. He said, hell, I only had a job a week before you got to talking crazy. Okay, because he was fucking somebody on the job, so I was talking crazy to him about that. But anyways, had it been the first time you put me out, no. But you continue to put me out before the last time. As a matter of fact, you put me out before I finally decided to leave. I put you out because you kept fucking bitches. But okay, let's keep going. All right, I said, what did I say? Talking crazy to put you out because I knew that you was cheating. That's all I did. I put you out. Why? Because you were cheating. I was not cheating when you put me out. Where's the lie? I put you out because you was fucking Stacy. That's what the argument was about. And he said, you put me out because I refused to take your side over an argument between you and your mother. And when I found out the truth about how you lost Terry and Trinity, you get mad because of what I saw at Black and White. I said, you do know the story was on the news, right? With Terry and Trin. It's public records because it can be looked up by anybody. And he said, Negro, you didn't even know about Stacy until December when Hoodie told you before you fucked Polo or whatever, okay? And he says, and I'll address that too, because we had already been separated for a year before I had fucked with this dude named Polo or whatever. We had already been separated for a year, but let's keep going. All right. I know the story, but I also know that you really lost the kids because of what... all right, let me read that over because this is where it gets deep. I know the story but I also know how you lost the kids, and it was not because of what Doug did. My husband, Doug, my first husband, he shook our baby. And he's trying to say that I lost the kids because I smoked weed, but his other kids are still here. But let's keep going. Okay. So I said, so whatever lie you told about my twins will also be pulled up because I have the news clip and the article. Well, it should be in public records then too, right? If I lost my kids, the courts there will be through the courts, and there will be documentation of that as well. All right. And he says, call public records gives you a generalization. It does not give you details. That's not true. Okay. Public records will give you the fucking details. And I said, no, you don't. Call. You can print it out on actual paper. You don't call. You can just print it out on actual paper. You really dug a hole for yourself. I can prove all with the twins too. He said, okay, right. I said, yeah, you really fucked yourself because I'm printing out public records so everyone can see how much you really sat and made up all this shit. People that lost their kids don't get to keep their other kids. Okay. If what you said was true, the state would have taken my other kids too, especially if your lie was drugs. If you think they would have let me keep my kids, come on now, exposed. You done for. You called CPS, told my other kids I'm doing drugs, but they left your kids here. Interesting. You caught, man. You caught. I said, you really fucked up, man. Made up all these lies about me. It's cool because the documentation filed before we met still exists. Remember, we didn't know each other in 2003. All the documentation from what happened to the twins, all the legal paperwork, I kept everything. You going down. He said, girl, at this point, I really don't care. Enjoy yourself. Like I said, we would, you feel, and I'll do what I feel. Add the truth will prevail, whatever, okay? The truth has already prevailed and you look real stupid, especially as a pastor. The only person that still believes you at this point is Leah, which is the other girl, okay? Some of the people you plotted against with me have already turned against you, all right? They told me what you did and what you was doing, and that's how I can confidently say you're going to prison because they are willingly going to testify against you. They want lesser prison time for what they have done. They asked for my forgiveness. I gave it to them. I won't ever forgive you. It's a bunch of people standing against you for what you have done to me and your sons. Everybody knows you set up the kidnap and rape and murder of your own son. Pride comes before the fall. Good night, Reverend Dr. Bishop Don Juan Keyshawn. That's the end of the video right there. So it was quite long, but I wanted to get everything out there. I did at times get a little, like, you know, agitated and upset during the reading of this because he's just flat out lying or whatever. And if anybody would like to see the public records that happened with my twins so that can be debunked as well, my legal name at that point in time was Eddi, E-D-D-I, Denise, D-E-N-I-S-E, Harper, H-A-R-P-E-R. Okay, his name was Douglas Harper Jr., Douglas Edward Harper Jr., and my child name was Terricka Harper. So anybody can look that up. It happened in April of it was May. I think it happened about May 5th through 9th, 2003. You all can look up that story. It was on the news about what happened to my child. And I also want you guys to keep in mind how a narcissist tries to pull up things that they weren't even around for in your past to then try to hurt you with, spin their own narrative on the story. My twins were born in 2003 and I don't even know this nigga in 2003. But I want the public to see everything because I have nothing to hide. So this is it. Truth gang, 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 gang. I'm out this bitch.